Hello everyone, let's have more news about the Lakers, but first don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. The Los Angeles Lakers have added wing Jake LaRavia and center DeAndre Ayton this offseason, but according to Miami Heat legend and Vice President of Basketball Development Udonis Haslem, that's far from enough to compete for the 2026 NBA Championship. I don't give a damn who they bring to LA. That is not a championship roster right now with the LA Lakers, Haslem stated on NBA TV. If LeBron James wants to put himself in the championship situation, it has to be another opportunity out there that he needs to look for. Haslem, a three-time NBA champion, then hinted at a possible return to Miami, where LeBron James won titles in 2012 and 2013 and played from 2010 to 2014. I do know a place where he is welcomed and he will always be welcomed, Haslem noted, just to put that out there. Meanwhile, reports suggest that the Lakers have shifted their long-term focus toward Luka Doncic, while LeBron recently opted into his $52.6 million player option for the 2025-26 season. According to ESPN insider Shams Charania, the 40-year-old LeBron is growing concerned that the LA Lakers are prioritizing the future over competing right now. He feels clearly that the Lakers are more in a futuristic mindset, Charania said on Sirius XM NBA radio. Much of the tension appears to stem from the Lakers' desire to keep their salary cap sheet as clear as possible starting next summer, allowing them to find Doncic's future partner either in free agency or via trade, when they'll have access to use first-round picks in 2026, 2031, and 2033 for a single trade. Dan Woik of The Athletic added. Charania also mentioned that hard conversations are expected between LeBron and the Lakers in the coming months. 4 teams have reportedly shown interest in trading for James and have contacted his agent, Rich Paul. Following LeBron's opt-in, Paul issued a strong statement emphasizing that James wants to be in a competitive environment, suggesting the Lakers must upgrade the roster to meet his standards. The Los Angeles Lakers have been home to more of the best players in basketball history than any other NBA franchise, but even amidst all that greatness, there exists meaningful controversy. Bleacher Report on Monday, July 14th, reminded the world that it is, in fact, summertime and most of the biggest draws in American sports are either ahead of us or behind on the calendar. The outlet did so by releasing its ranking of the top 100 NBA players of all time. A fun discussion to have, the one that breaking news involving the relevant players and events of the day often trumps. But the NBA staff at BR ruffled some feathers regardless, most notably with its placement of a Lakers legend, the late great Kobe Bryant at number 11 overall. That ranking positioned Bryant just outside of a coveted top 10 spot that many LA basketball fans believe is the very least he deserves. There's a case to be made that Kobe is actually the most influential to ever set foot on the NBA's hardwood, BR wrote. Older heads continue to worship at the altar of his maniacal work ethic. Contemporaries still cite him as a source of stylistic inspiration. From a basketball reputation perspective, no one's impact on the game has actively spanned more generations. Kobe's top 10 status remains one of basketball's most heated debates here in 2025. BR went on to note that its writer, who ranked Bryant the highest, afforded the 5-time champion the number 4 spot, while the analyst, who rated Bryant the lowest against his peers, had the 1-time MVP all the way down at number 18 overall. Bleacher Report's choice to keep Bryant outside of the top 10 was probably the most controversial of a handful of issues that basketball fans, specifically those who hold Bryant in the highest regard, could take with how the former Lakers guard stacked up against his all-time peers on this particular list. Lakers players ahead of Bryant included Wilt Chamberlain, number 9, Bryant's former teammate Shaquille O'Neal, number 6, Magic Johnson, number 4, and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, number 3. Putting O'Neal 6th, 5 spots ahead of Bryant, is its own can of worms, considering the complicated relationship between the two superstars, who went to 4 NBA Finals and won 3 rings together despite their differences. However, the player BR ranked number 2 on its all-time list could have even more LA fans up in arms. Coming in second behind only Michael Jordan of the Chicago Bulls was LeBron James. James is currently a Laker and has donned the purple and gold for the past 7 seasons. He opted into the final year on his contract, which means James will play at least 8 years of his 23-year NBA career with the famous franchise, assuming the team doesn't trade him ahead of the February 2026 deadline. James has won only 1 title with the Lakers and 4 overall, while Bryant captured 5 rings during his NBA tenure, all of which came in LA. However, James is a 4-time MVP with better career numbers essentially across the board, both traditional and advanced statistics. His longevity, unmatched in league history, also played a significant role in BR's decision to place James second on its list. The website noted that James has put together 2 Hall of Fame-worthy stretches in the span of one career, and he isn't even done yet. The league's all-time leader in points and minutes, James has made a total of 10 trips to the finals with 3 different teams, BR wrote. He's one of 4 players with at least 4 championship rings and 4 MVP awards, joining Jordan, Russell, and Abdul-Jabbar. And James is the only player who can say he came out victorious in the finals against both the dynastic San Antonio Spurs and Golden State Warriors teams of the late 2010s. A genius-level passer, a dominating scorer, a flaw-free defender at his apex, and the new model for durability in the NBA, James has the sheer volume, elite peak, and cultural impact of a GOAT. At least one BR writer ranked James as the top player of all time, while none of those with a vote slotted him in lower than number 3 overall. Bronny James had his best showing of the summer, and Cole Swider continued his strong play, but the rest of the Lakers struggled mightily as the Clippers earned a 67-58 win. Bronny dazzled with 17 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists. Cole Swider ended with 16 points and 4 rebounds. Dalton Knecht struggled mightily, ending with 8 points on 3-15 shooting. Christian Coloco had another productive game with 8 points, 3 rebounds, 3 steals, and 3 blocks. Darius Bazley had a very quiet game, finishing with 1 point, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists, while attempting just 1 shot. The game opened with a 3-pointer from Bronny. In 3 minutes of play, he was the leading scorer with 5 points. Cole also converted on a mid-range shot. He and Bronny combined for 7 of the first 9 points for the Lakers. At the first time out, it was a tie. Out of the break, Xavier Simpson threw up a hook shot and gave the Lakers bench a stare down. The Clippers conjured up 10 straight points to take a commanding lead until Cole knocked down a 3-pointer to stop the bleeding. The second quarter opened with a pair of free throws from Bronny. As a team, the Lakers were struggling to generate offense, shooting just 36% from the field. Bronny was not only scoring, but he was facilitating with 2 assists. He was the first player for either team in double figures. Clippers rookie Yannick Conan Niederhäuser threw down his 3rd dunk of the half. Dalton finally saw the ball go through the hoop after missing his 3-shot attempts. At the 2:31 mark, the Lakers only had 24 points on the board. LA finally started making more shots, with Dalton scoring 4 of the 8 straight points they put up. Bronny impressed with a beautiful hook shot to make it a 1-point deficit for the Lakers heading into halftime. The Clippers extended their scoring run to 13-3, leading to the Lakers being down by 9 at the end of the first. Both teams started the second half on scoring runs. The Lakers scored 5 straight, and the Clippers followed with 4 straight. Dalton followed a missed 3-pointer with an emphatic dunk. Niederhäuser once again could not be stopped and threw down 2 more dunks, one of which gave the arena a jolt of life. Much of the rest of the quarter was a struggle for both teams. The Lakers were shooting 33% from the field, while the Clippers were at 40%. At the end of the third, the purple and gold were down by 5. It was the Cole show in the final frame. He scored 8 points. Bronny knocked down his 3rd 3-pointer of the night as well. Both players continued to keep the team afloat, coming down the stretch. The Clippers then went on a 7-0 scoring run, which led to them being up by 5. 2 straight layups from Jordan Miller put the final nail in the coffin for the Lakers. The Los Angeles Lakers have answered some of their front court issues with the addition of DeAndre Ayton and by re-signing Jackson Hayes, but their lack of depth remains a concern. With the team's Summer League campaign seeing some standout performances, the Purple and Gold could address their problems with depth by signing Darius Bazley to a team-friendly deal. Former Oklahoma City Thunder forward Darius Bazley is making a strong case for having a place in the NBA. The forward last appeared in the NBA with the Utah Jazz during the 2023-24 season. Following that stint, the 25-year-old went overseas to play professionally in China. After a season overseas, Bazley is attempting to return to the league, joining the Lakers' Summer League squad. While the attention has primarily been on players like Bronny James, Dalton Knecht, and Cole Swider, the ex-Thunder forward has made an impressive push to enter the limelight. It is safe to say that Bazley has been one of the team's best players thus far. Before the Las Vegas Summer League, the forward stood out for his tremendous performances at the California Classic, even helping the Purple and Gold secure a 2-1 record. His most impressive performance at the California Classic came against the San Antonio Spurs, when the forward recorded 27 points, 13 rebounds to go with 2 blocks. Bazley's elite athleticism has been reflected on both ends of the floor, with his shot-blocking ability gaining particular attention. While not known for his 3-point shooting, his productivity from the perimeter has been quietly consistent in a limited capacity. The 25-year-old has remained effective even as the Summer League action has shifted to Las Vegas. In the game against the Dallas Mavericks, Bazley started off slow, recording 8 points and 11 rebounds in the 87-85 loss. Now coming off a 94-81 win against the New Orleans Pelicans, the Purple and Gold have secured their first win of the tournament. In his second game as a starter, Bazley put up a solid performance of 12 points and 10 rebounds against the Pelicans. His defensive prowess stood out as the forward recorded a remarkable 5 blocks to anchor the team's defense. By the looks of it, the showdown for a front court roster spot will come down to Cole Swider and Darius Bazley. Swider's offensive output cannot be overlooked in this context, but Bazley's impact on both ends of the floor, his athleticism, and his experience of being in the NBA could all be considered relevant factors, making a solid case for the Purple and Gold to give him an opportunity. For his career, the 25-year-old has recorded an average of 8.9 points and 5.2 rebounds. This is solid productivity for a role player coming off the bench. Given the Lakers' need for wing depth, Bazley could be a viable fallback option if their preferred targets fall through. When also considering the kind of players the Purple and Gold are willing to include in trade negotiations, the forward might find himself in a favorable position as potential roster spots become vacant.